Hello everyone, for today's magic card trick tutorial, I thought it'd be neat to share with you a nice and easy, fun card trick to do that just about anybody can do. I'm calling it the final countdown, just named after that song that always gets stuck in your head, but I think some people just call it countdown. So you have a regular deck of cards, well mixed, well shuffled, have a spectator select any card they like. Let's say they pick that card right there. They look at it, remember it, and don't show you, okay? You take their card, lose it somewhere in the middle of the deck. You have no idea where it is. Give the deck a few cuts and even a nice shuffle, okay? Completely mixing up the order of the cards. Now, ask the spectator what the face value of their card was. So if they picked like the 2 of hearts, they would say the face value was a 2. So in this case, the spectator picked a 5, so they'd say the face value is a 5. So what I'm gonna do is something called a countdown, and hopefully when I get to the end, I have found their card, okay? So they picked a 5, so I'm gonna count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the sum of those cards, okay? Are you ready? Watch this, follow through with me, okay? So 5, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And then we'll do 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2, and then finally 1. What was your card? Was it the 5 of clubs? And that's the final countdown. Now before I tell you how to do it, please like and subscribe to this channel. I really appreciate it. Also, shout out to my channel members. I really appreciate you guys. And if you haven't noticed, my channel does have a channel membership opportunity. So I do appreciate all my channel members, new and old. And as I get more and more, I'm gonna put a list out of all the channel members right about this part of the video. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much, okay? Also, check out thebestmagicshop.com where you can find some awesome new magic tricks, accessories, shirts, bags, and more for yourself or anyone who just likes magic. So the final countdown is what I'm calling it, just named after that song because it just stuck in my head and I said, hey, let's do a trick that has to do with a countdown. And it's kind of a countdown move. It's not really anything difficult. This trick is kind of somewhat self-working. I just do it probably a little bit different than some people do just the regular countdown trick. Since we had picked a 5 in the beginning, I'm just going to keep this card because it is a good number. There's not too many numbers on it. Like if you get to a 10 or a jack, queen, king, even a 9, there's a lot more counting. So we'll just keep the 5 for now. So you have a regular deck of cards and it is well mixed, well shuffled. Have a spectator just go ahead and select any card that they like. Okay, it is a true and free selection, so let's just assume they picked the 5. And what you want to do is you want to get their selected card just to the top of the deck. And so what I did was I said, I'll just put your card in the middle. This is kind of a standard move on this channel. You know what I do, just put the cards about, the selected card about halfway through and then push it in. And as you push it in on the last push down on it, and that'll give you this break right here with your pinky. And then just take half of these cards up here, place them on the table, and then cut right at the break. Put them on top of that stack, and their selected card is right here. Just finish with that cut, and their card is on top of the deck. And then I always just give a shuffle. And just remember to shuffle their card last, okay? This is their card right here. And then they'll just maintain that card on the top, okay? And that's just one way of doing it. There's several ways of getting a card to the top. I have a whole playlist on 3 different ways to do it. So I'll put that link to that tutorial in the description, okay? So their card's on top. They don't know their card's on top, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this card face up just so you can see what I'm doing, okay? They picked a 5. What you have to remember for this trick is that odd numbers, okay? So like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Odd means stop at 1, okay? Even means you go forward with 1, okay? So odd is just remember odd, stop at 1. So 5 is an odd number, so we'll stop at 1, okay? So all you do is you say you're gonna do a countdown, the sum of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay? And so what you do is you count down 5 cards. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? The first count, you put the cards back on top. Then the second time you go, okay, now I'm gonna use 4. Then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. You place these cards on the bottom of the deck. See how their card's still on top? Now you do 3, 1, 2, 3, keep them on top, okay? So every other time you count a number, you keep them on top, okay? So the first time you keep them on top, the third time you keep them on top, 5th time, etc. You keep them on top. and then alternate, you know, when you do, like when I did 4, I put them on the bottom, 3 was on top, now I do 2, 1, 2, put the cards on the bottom, okay? Just kind of follow through with me right now. And then odd is stop at 1, so now we're at 1, we did 4, 3, we did 5, 4, 3, 2, and now we're at 1, and then you would just flip over this card, and boom, that's their selected card, and you can show these cards, okay? So this countdown move, when you just kind of alternate top, bottom cards, odd, stop at 1, it works for any number. You know, you can have them pick a 5. I just say, what was the face value of your card? You can ask them to pick, you know, any number that they want. Let's say they did 6, you know, and you just do what I did over and over and over again, and you'll end up with their card, okay? So let's say, you know, they picked a 6, just to show you what it looks like, you know, for an even card. And let's do an 8, okay? So let's say they picked the 8 of diamonds, so it's an even number. So odd is stop at 1, but even is keep going. So we'll keep the 8 on top, and just practice this. Just put a card on top, face up, and then just count down. Do 8, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First time they go back on top. Second time, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're just putting these cards back on the bottom. You're just getting rid of the top cards and keep maintaining this card on the top, okay? So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep them on top. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now they go on bottom, okay? 4s, keep on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep on top, right? 3. 1, 2, 3. Place them on the bottom. 2, 1, 2, keep on top, and then 1, because it's not an odd number, we count down 1, place it on the bottom, and then you say, what was your card? And boom, when you turn over the top card, it's the 8 of diamonds, okay? So that's the final countdown. It's pretty simple to do. It's pretty much self-working. You just have to get their selected card to the top, and it is any card that they want, okay? So just practice, kind of watch this video over and over just to get the counting, you know, keep on top, put on bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. You're just alternating every other time. And the first time is always keep on top, and then just remember odd, stop at 1, okay? So the 7, 5, 3, and then an ace, you stop at 1. And like I said, it works for any number that they could pick if you don't want them to use the face value of the card, like an 8. Let's say they said 5 for this 8 of diamonds, right? So you count down 5 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put them back on top, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? 3, 1, 2, 3, back on top, 2, 1, 2, and because the number 5 itself was an odd number, look at that, you have found their card on top, okay? So that's the final countdown. Let me know what you think. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and until next time.